Morgan.
So beautiful.
Look at the sky.
So beautiful.
Oh my God.
Right? It's amazing, right?
Look how it's swirling around. It looks like sand washed over there.
No, it's Ronenberries.
22. That's badass. Look in here. How cool is that, right? We can see the surfers down here. Crazy, huh?
Hello.
And then I can take a picture. Oh, come on!
Hi, buddy.
Oh.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Can you zoom into the cafe thing?
To the where?
Sign?
Okay. Whatever you like. That's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? What a zoom! Wow. There's people walking on the pier. That's crazy.
They look like little penguins.
I got them in braids. Like I had braids and I never took them out and I just started threading at the roof. And then when some of them, got all crazy, so I took them out. It was really cool. It just looked weird for a while.
Keep it tough.
Dread braids,
The basis for Bob Marley. He taught Bob Marley how to play music. I have your picture right there. And somebody's there too because they didn't want to read it.
I like this long hair. I was trying to do this
So you can go. You can tell people I sat and watched Sunset with the Double Rainbow guy in OB, and then you could send them a link
To the double rainbow?
to this video that I'm making right now. Your voice is in it. Your voice is in it.
Hello. I'm famous.
Yes.
You're famous.
We are all famous.
Once you go famous, you never go back. Yes, you are.
So
I'm gonna chase it now. Everyone will go back in.
no. So when I shot my video, no one watched my videos, so I didn't really think about people watching it, and now that's not true anymore. So I lost that. I lost that ability to like not be thinking about people watching it. It's gone.
Like around your gums. So you would have some stuff for that. Some herbs and
Yeah, look at that.
You want some tea?
What is it?
Chai tea.
Yeah. Nice idea.
Thanks for the food.
Oh, that's so good. Wow. Ooh, that's delicious.
I harvested some of that yesterday at work, like greens and stuff.
Ooh, and you and the taste not only continues, but it changes.
There's rice milk as well.
It's really good. Wow. What a magical place. It's really good.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really magical.
I don't know whose tobacco this is.
So this place is trippy, man. You just come down here and people hand you food and they hand you pot and they hand you tea and beautiful women come and sit next to you. And, wow.
It never ends.
I'm just saying what this place is like.
It's beautiful.
I know.
You guys should come here.
It's awesome.
I'm sure you've already been here before. In a different land.
Yeah, dude, those come in handy. That package you left with us the other day came in handy.
They're nice, huh? Stretch the cigarettes out a little bit too.
Makes it shorter.
Makes some job at it. California is such a magical place, man. We got everything, man. We got the badass cities, we got the oceans, we got the deserts, we got the mountains.
And the
we got
redwoods.
Yeah, the trees. We got the oldest, biggest, and tallest trees in the world. In California.
It's a very colorful city.
Yeah.
I mean,
beautiful
state.
cities. San Francisco, LA, San Diego are all destinations in themselves, you know.
Everyone's from
And then
around this
Yosemite,
world.
there's only one Yosemite.
I've never been.
The idea of setting aside land for the future of humanity started when Abraham Lincoln took time out of the Civil War to protect Yosemite for the future.
Thank God.
Right?
If you didn't, imagine what it would be like right now.
It's hard to imagine. It was just something that had to have happened. And it started where I live.
You're forced
And my
to
kids are indigenous to that land, and we have ceremonies throughout the year in the land with the tribe that's there. It's powerful stuff. The Awanichi Indians from Yosemite Valley.
Are you part?
No, their mother. She's Awanichi Indian, and then my kids are in it too. Yeah. And we have ceremonies all throughout the year. They're really powerful. And then I bought land in 1988 when I was 25 years old, and I hacked a farm out of the wilderness. And rainbows started coming to me wherever I got. And I filmed one that made me famous.
I can't even believe it.
It's crazy,
YouTube's
right?
a trip.
I know. So where do I start?
And weren't you wearing a shirt yesterday that said
Yeah,
rainbow?
what does it mean? What does it mean? These kids in Iceland raised money to bring me out there and made me those shirts.
Damn.
I know, right?
Pretty far away.
I did a cell phone commercial in New Zealand on TV, and I did press when I went there everywhere, and they released it right after New Year's, and I was like the most famous person in New Zealand for like 2 years. Crazy things have happened. It's nuts. Really.
And yet, you're still hanging out with us.
This is part of my crazy stuff. Look, it's just magic. I come to visit Magic Land.
It's magic.
It is. But I think there's a lot of places on Earth that are like that.
Oh yeah.
But Yosemite is really amazing. Yeah. So it's this valley that a glacier went through and carved it out so that instead of like that, it's like that. And there's waterfalls, and they come over. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like 1,000-meter waterfalls.
Wow. I don't know how I missed this, you know?
It's the most beautiful place on the planet.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Glacier?
No. But my daughter worked in Yellowstone. My daughter works for the National Park Service. 26. I'm going to visit her in Maui next month. Yeah, she works in some youth hostel, and she has 5 days off a week in Maui with her boyfriend at the same hostel. She's working in Maui in a youth hostel. She gets 5 days off a week. She has to work 2 days.
Wow.
And she gets bored. Yeah. So I'm going to visit her. She's like, "Oh, parents are free." And then I told her, "Okay, how about these dates?" She's like, "Everyone is excited to meet you." She did her job and hyped it up. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. But I know that's gonna be probably the only time I ever travel on my own dime. It's only because she's there. My daughter's there. Because I don't believe in flying. But I do it in service to my fellow man. But this is for my daughter, so I can break the rules. Because flying takes a huge impact out of the mother, man. It's like it takes so much fuel to get planes up there, and then the fuel turns into twice as much as the fuel was into pollution, because it mixes with the air. So it's a huge impact. Just like people that just fly all over the world, you know, and it's really harmful.
Even all over the country.
Yeah, yeah.
You could fly from. Yeah, people fly from here, like. Yeah, and I mean I could understand New York, but like people fly from. I met a guy who was flying from only up in Big Sur to here, and that is only a little ways.
Yeah, right.
You know?
So okay, so the first time I did national TV, they said, "Oh, we'll fly you out there," and I just so happened to be in LA already because like stuff was happening right after I got famous. And so I did Jimmy Kimmel, and he was like, "Oh, we'll fly you back." And it's like, my rule is like, I mean, I could, if I should not fly, then I shouldn't, right? But I did anyway, and it took me 14 hours to get home when it's only a 6-hour drive. It sucked.
Yeah, and then you have to wait in airports.
Yeah, and run through airports. It sucked, man. Yeah, it taught me, you know, shouldn't do that. So, but I got to make this for my daughter. It's the last time. I'm breaking my own rule. But sometimes you got to break rules.
Yeah, and that's a pretty small rule.
Yeah, I'm only nudging it a little bit.
And it's not even really breaking it, because you're going for the good of men. It's just your daughter that you
that's
created.
true. Okay. Yeah, it's sounding good.
And now you get to go see her and gain a lot more than...
Hear that, future?
She's like art.
So I make videos. Okay, so what I'll do with this is I'll condense it up, and every minute is a second. So every minute is an hour. So it goes real fast, right? You'll see like the sun go down, and I post that right away. And then in 10 years, I put out the original version that has like people talking and whatever's going on. In 10 years, that stuff comes out. Whoa.
10 years?
Yeah.
Is that how long it took you to do the...
That's how long the audio from this will come out. Yeah. But
So it was 10 years ago, the rainbow that you saw?
No, it was 2010, January 2010, 4 years. But it didn't go viral till July. And then it took 6 months, but then it was like an explosion.
How does that even happen?
Jimmy Kimmel in late night TV tweeted it. And he has a lot of famous followers, and they all tweeted it. And it just went, man, it was crazy, man. I was like, okay, I'm a dirt farmer living alone on the side of a mountain like a hermit, you know, trying to make a living, doing photography, you know, chopping firewood, making growing pot, you know, whatever I can do to get by. And all of a sudden, I'm the most Googled person on the planet. For that month, I was the most Googled person on the planet.
Wow.
In 10 days, Microsoft called and said, "We want to do a commercial with you." I did a commercial with Microsoft. Yeah, and Jimmy Kimmel called, Tosh.0. I was down in Hollywood within 2 weeks.
Tosh?
I did Tosh and Jimmy Kimmel, and I got
that really funny?
He's trippy.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to
Tosh?
be friends with him.
I don't like him.
No, I don't like him either, but
He's an asshole.
He is an asshole, but he's a funny asshole, so I can see the attraction. Because
funny,
he did
but he
stuff,
makes
but
fun of people.
he does. He's mean. He's a mean bunny, but some people like it. No, you know, a lot of people like it. And I learned a lot from it, and he was really kind to me, but he did force me to choke him to submission.
Really?
Yeah, he made me.
Why?
Yeah, because he knew that I was a cage fighter, and he's like, "Oh, I want to tangle it up with you, right?" And I'm like, "Really?" And so when we got to a time when there was like nothing going on, he came at me with these walking sticks, you know, and like ski poles. He's like, "What would you do? What you do?" And I'm like, "Do you really want it?" He's like, "Bring it." So I just threw the sticks aside, grabbed him, knocked him down, got on top of him, and stuck my elbow in his throat, and put my weight into it, and he went,
On show?
No, this is on the break. They didn't. And then one time I gave him a piggyback ride, and didn't show that either. But it was funny what we did, and a lot of people see me from it, especially in the United States.
How does it make you feel to be famous? What do you feel? A lot.
It feels like it was my destiny.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels like I was famous before, I was famous. It seemed like I had this where people would just stare at me all the time, you know, and so I was used to it. But now it's just more. Yeah. But it's just what it is, you know. I enjoy what it is. And if I wasn't famous anymore, then
I had the webpage up. I was reading it. It did say he was
it just means I don't need to do that role anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm only doing this because it was given to me. I didn't ask for it. It's just, you know.
I don't know if they kept
2 weeks before I filmed the video, I said, if I'm supposed to do something, I will.
just Bob Marley after Peter Tosh split up.
That's a nice attitude.
They all three of them.
Yeah, and then it came.
Bob Marley and the Wailers, and then Oscar
It's
there.
fun. This is really delightful.
You know, this happened. My friends in Israel, they were doing all kind of silly YouTube videos, and like and they did little like improvisation sessions and whatever they thought about. And they also became really famous because of that.
Yeah.
And they did an episode of South Park with like stuff that they did.
Nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, South Park picks up on that stuff.
And now some company
South Park, that's where I've seen the double.
Yeah?
Oh really?
Yeah, they use me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And a lot of things, yeah.
Try to partake in the show.
Hey. It's chai. Chai tea.
Son of a black man, son of a white man.
Yours are so fun.